It's live. It's live.
What is
What's up,
trepidation?
Omega Red? Oh, you can talk.
What is trepidation?
Like uneasy.
Hmm. Oh,
Let's
you
see
got
if
some
more
in my life?
people. Yeah, there's people on here.
Hey.
So here, you see the title. What's up, H Money? I thought I heard you talking on something earlier, but it was something else. Salute to you, H Money. Team there. One of the theories floating around is that they ain't selling no tickets to the fight. That's what folks are saying in the streets.
On the boxing street.
I know. So I got K artist is over in the background.
Hey, what's up? What up, H Money?
I don't know if he's still here, but I don't go live very often, so I don't have that kind of a cultivated following to go live. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it on and see who shows up. Maybe
People pop in and out, and
yeah.
they'll talk boxing. What title did you have on?
That it's off. That the
Oh,
fight is off. Oh, H Money's still here.
hey, what's up?
H Money.
What do you think about it, H? What's your take on this whole COVID situation in Camp Fury?
For real.
I'm moving.
Yeah, I'm very happy you're in the background. Hey, by all means. By all means. I want to talk to people. How my connection unstable and the modem is right there? Yeah, I want to know. I want to know the series.
I will say on a personal note, I'm very disappointed because I was looking forward to being in Vegas. Jeandra Wilder, Lucky Tyson shoot.
Ooh, H Money.
A hot take. A hot take. Yeah, I personally am very disappointed. Obviously, I wanted to be in Vegas, cover the fight, get reactions from everybody. Um, Man, it's a bummer. It's a bummer.
I had my whole fit. All my fits came that I was gonna wear during the fight weekend, and the fits are gonna go back into the closet until something else comes up because I can't go to the Spence Pacquiao fight because I have other commitments on that day. H Money, you got some Team Haney news for us?
Ooh.
You got some Team Haney scoop for us? I like Haney. I like that kid.
Haney's, I want to say, a promotional free agent. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not with Matchroom anymore. Which you would think would help him get some of these bigger fights.
Mhm.
But I
Mhm.
think Haney's issue is not necessarily the promotional blocks. It's more his talent and maybe his. I don't think he has a whole lot of maybe his following isn't where his talent. His following is definitely not where his talent level is at.
Haney's gonna fight the winner of Diaz or Javier Fortuna.
Oh,
Either of those are great fights.
I'm with that.
I'm with that action too.
Now, who do you got in that, H? Who do you got in that, in JoJo Javier Fortuna? That's a good fight.
That is a good fight. So Javier Fortuna got some miles on him though. Unless JoJo just has a complete breakdown, I think JoJo should take that fight. Javier Fortuna, I remember when I would be fighting on Friday night fights all the time. He was we're gonna disrespect any fight, but he got some miles on him. So it's a very, very winnable fight for JoJo.
I think Fortuna also, though, since he's moved up to 135, I feel like he's filled in his body more, and it's kind of like Jorge Masvidal and some of these guys who are at like lower weights and maybe were on the fringe of being journeymen and things like that, and now because they're allowing their bodies to have more weight, more water, more kind of these guys are young too, so their bodies kind of continue growing. They just kind of reinvent themselves as a fighter. All of a sudden, they have more power, and it's not like a juicing thing. I feel like it's just allowing your body to naturally, fill in. So I think Fortuna is very dangerous. I feel like I favor JoJo in it, but I wouldn't be shocked if Fortuna's kind of been the he has felt that he's the dark horse in the division for a while now. I mean, he was real high on Ryan Garcia not wanting to fight him. He was feeling himself on that. Called him a coward.
Mm-hmm. Why didn't JoJo Diaz have a lot of this back and forth? The fight never popped off. Devin. What's up, Abraham?
Hey.
What's up, family? Hey, what do you? Okay, so first, who do you got winning? We got took a little detour right now off of Wilder and Tyson. Our boy H Money is here, and he said that if you don't know him, he's part of Team Haney. What you think about that? And then why didn't the fight ever happen between JoJo and Tevin Farmer?
Which, I'll go on the record of saying I'm okay with it. And I have again.
All that jaw jacking they was doing, I'm like, somebody do something. That was my famous. They were just talking a whole lot on the interwebs. On all answer one. No, but I'm curious too. Man, what are we gonna do now? So back to the original. Do now. We have no Fury fight happening.
Bummer.
I saw with the thing that said that Fury took one shot but not the second, and folks in his camp is not vax. I don't know. Are they buckling? What is really going? Well, Vegas is open, but Fury, like we were talking about offline, Fury never seemed to me like one of those fighters that just had tons and tons of people around him. So how did it get? Who brought it into the gym? Sugar Hill's not positive.
Mm-hmm. Sugar Hill's not.
Reportedly. That's what we have read. I don't know.
Man. And then October? So now it's delayed, what? So it's supposed to be in July, so what? August, September.
Another 3 months. That sucks. Man, it's, that happens with Wilder a lot. That happened with him. Well, usually it's people testing positive for PEDs. That happened with Povetkin. That happened with Ortiz. The first time around, maybe Wilder is the boogeyman in that sense.
People need 2 camps for him.
Exactly. Or what was the other thing that I saw somebody say, that Fury's never made a title defense. And that's true. Because when he beat Klitschko, he went out with the cocaine and the addiction and all that stuff. And then he got all the belts back now, and he's supposed to fight Wilder, and then now he's out with COVID. Yeah. I'm not saying these things to be true. I'm just telling you what I read and what I heard. But, that's fact. He's never made a title defense, but I don't know. It's probably just coincidental. I don't think that's any fine maneuvering.
Just it seems to have happened that way, huh?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's just a bummer. It's a bummer. Especially, like we were saying, too, that because it was such a big fight, so many, like every other promotion almost basically stayed away from that date. So it's not like we have a plan B to still cover boxing for you guys.
Who's with us? Who's the one person, I wonder? That's probably myself. On my phone.
Still, have you seen that?
No.
What? Count for Giannis when he's at the. He normally. Put him off. So whenever he goes to count, you hear everyone like 1, 2, 3, and start counting them off.
Fans are so ridiculous. Look at these people. Look at the Phoenix Suns fans. They better bask in this moment, because who knows when the Phoenix Suns are going to make it to a finals.
Look at that. See it work?
This is like the most unsexiest. I don't even care if I'm offending you, Phoenix, or you Bucks fans. This is like the most unsexiest sounding NBA finals ever. The Bucks is the Suns. We had to pay some celebrities to come sit ringside.
I don't even think they're having these celebrities.
We probably could have got some tickets for $19.99.
I think they were on Groupon earlier.
Okay. Excuse me. On Golden Voice or what are those things where you get discounted tickets?
Right, yeah, like
one iota.
Right.
Want to go to your first NBA finals?
Right.
And they're probably good seats too.
No.
No, Phoenix is probably lit because this like never happens.
What's cracking out there? Yeah.
It never happens, and people are probably happy to get out their hot ass house.
Yeah.
It's hot out there.
Yeah.
To go into somebody else's air conditioning.
Yeah, not have to pay for it.
Heck yeah. You know, pay you a little $17 for a beer and enjoy the AC. Put the AC on low and go do their air conditioning. Your lives be cracking me up when you're at the fight.
Oh.
Because I feel like I'm there because I can hear everybody talking and stuff.
The hot mic.
The hot mic. The mic is always hot.
The mic is always hot.
The block is hot. The mic is hot. If you guys are in here, and welcome to the three of you. Please hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I want to get to 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'm getting so close.
Ooh.
I'm at 9,200, something like that. I can't remember, but yeah, y'all help your girl out. Help your girl out. What is this? Oh, why is this saying my thing ain't monetized?
Why is it what?
It's not monetized, or do you have to do it after?
Your live?
Yeah.
You could do it during. You could like open up another.
Oh wait, what happens to me?
Oh, you might be able to do it there. Monetization.
Oh, cool. Oh, there we go.
Hey.
We are hooked on phonics. We are learning to read. There we go. Yeah, I need all my views and all my interactions because, you know, I'm just trying to live. I'm going to just let this shit run and just see who pops up. Why not? What else we doing? Oh, and then when the food comes, we could do a mukbang.
What's that?
When you sit and eat and talk.
Oh.
You just pick something to talk about and you just pile all the food like in front of the camera and you just start grubbing. And it's like an ASMR thing. Ooh, you know, I might add that to the, we'll talk about that. You didn't hear that, kids. We're going to start.
Oh, yeah.
Like when it's like, oh.
Before it gets there, no?
No, but also on dates where it's like, don't worry, we're still here. We were just, you know, talking strategy a bit. Hello to you two people that are hanging out. I don't know if it's H Money or Omega or Abraham. Oh, we're back. Hi, Bucks fans.
Bucks fans, what's up?
Bucks fans, talk to us about this. Are you upset? Do you not give a damn that Fury Wilder 3 is off? There are rumors out there saying that maybe it's like a Teofimo type of host type thing. I'm not saying that Teofimo was fronting, but there was a conspiracy theory floating around out there that said his fight wasn't selling any tickets against Cambosos, and that's why he got the COVID all of a sudden. And then now we got Fury, and he's got the COVID, and like the whole camp, and you know, where did it come from? Who brought it in the gym? They say Sugar Hill don't have it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, you know, share with us. And hit the like button, please. I think Fury might be eating the same chicken Teofimo is. Somebody, Box fans, do you know what this is? I saw somebody online talking about that must be the chicken talk.
Yeah, what is that about?
Do you know anything about this, Box fans? This chicken talk thing that folks are talking about on that boxing Twitter is talking about. It sounds like people like clowning or whatnot, but yeah, hook it up. If you know what's up, Box fans, enlighten us, please. Tell us about it. And Box fans, what are you up to today? How you doing? What you think about let me see, no man, but I've heard of it as well. Okay, well we're gonna have to do a deep dive because I like a little drama. So TAW.
T.
How? How? So you subscribe to, you're in a different tax bracket here, so that's why we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. But here, so subscribe to his channel too.
Appreciate that.
For shizzle. Man, other than because there's a fight this weekend, you went to the press stuff for the Gilberto.
Yeah, Jeandra Ramirez is fighting this weekend at the LAFC Stadium Stadium. I'm excited to see what it looks like with boxing. I missed the first fight. It was a top-ranked fight. Was that the first fight there? But it's a good card. Tanisha Estrada is going after her third title. Salome Urbina, I think that's how you say her name. Cutie pie from Arizona. She was wearing sun stuff today, so I did an interview her because of that. No, I'm kidding. No, but she's a cutie pie. She's fighting. So one of the sleeper fights, not even a sleeper fight, but if you kind of like Hector Tanajada is fighting that kid Cameron Vasquez, I think, or something like that. But that kid Cameron is from Mexico. He's a real deal. So that's a good scratch.
Who was the other fighter that used to call himself Cameron?
Julian Ramirez?
Julian, one of them Golden Boy fighters.
Yeah, he was licensed too. They called him Cameron as well. Yeah, I like that dude.
He was a little badass
too. He had a
too.
baby, and I think he kind of stopped fighting after. I saw kind of soon after he had a baby, he stopped fighting. I like that dude though. He was one of the last ones to make it on HBO. Yeah, he was one of the last kids to make it on HBO.
It used to be that whole little clique of Golden Boy fighters. It would be El Cameron, it would be Diego De La Hoya, and Jojo Diaz. Like, they would always have the three of them together. And it was funny because at the time, like, of course, Diego had the name, so they were fully behind him. What happened to him?
He got beat by Ronnie Rios.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got. I think he got knocked.
Was that in Vegas? I think it was in Vegas.
No, it was in a StubHub or something.
Oh, okay, okay.
He got beat. Man, and then actually I haven't heard from either one of them since. Well, also pandemic happened, right?
Right.
I mean, Golden Boy is mostly out of California, so they weren't putting on a whole lot of shows, even when it was kind of open. Man, this is the first Golden Boy show in LA since pandemic, so. What's the other big? Jojo versus Javier Fortuna. That is a good ass fight. Super good fight.
Cool. So yeah, a lot of those little youngins. I have this old picture. I was going through, like I had a Facebook top. They were having before they're there. I just was looking at him like, damn. I wonder how much you eat in a day. Black folks always worrying about what they eat and what they feel. Like when you drive around during Christmas and you be like, damn, I wonder how much they like that Liz to light all this shit for Christmas. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just my word outside. Whenever I just listen, you be like, damn, I wonder how much they like that Liz to light all this shit for Christmas. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just my word outside. Whenever I just being like giant athletes.
Right. How much do you eat?
Like not like my 600-pound life, because they just eating and sitting. It's not like you gotta cut weight.
Yeah, you can eat whatever you want.
Shoot, man. I'm just nosy like that. I just be wondering, what are you eating in the course of the day? Like, what's Wilder eating? Because he's pretty lean. Like,
he is pretty lean.
And he stays lean, and inevitably, even lean people, the older you get, your body inevitably is going to start retaining weight. But Wilder looks, his physique is still very youthful, but smart guy, keeps his weight down. He keeps his weight down.
He always keeps his weight. I've never seen Wilder not look how he normally looks, even like for a fight. Like 5 week Wilder looks the same as like watching a fight,
going
having no camp Wilder. Like looks exactly the same.
Him, Floyd, Bernard Hopkins. Spence looks like he has shifted his life into that. Because I remember before his accident, it looked like he was getting kind of chubbed.
He would here and there, yeah.
I don't think he's gonna be like that anymore. The Charlos keep their weight together. Mm-hmm. They stay down. Stay down.
Stay down, stay dangerous.
Yeah, they keep their weight together. Even Sean Porter to an extent, like, well, he got to stay sitting in them little tight ass suits, so he can't really put no weight on. I gotta make sure he fits them.
Make sure that tie stays. That tie is tight, man. That tie keeps it.
Salute to Sean Porter. I like Sean. I think he's a nice guy.
Sean's a cool dude.
He's a really nice guy.
Yeah, I like
but the mayor of Whoville suits be killing me. The suits be killing me, but I like him.
I mean, man, those are like super custom. Like you need to let those out a little bit. just so you can breathe, like
the booty chokers. But no, salute to him, and thank you everybody who is hitting the thumbs up. We always want the thumbs up to be higher than the watchers or even or whatever. So even if you just popped in for a second and put the thumbs up, I appreciate it. And please subscribe. I'd appreciate that as well.
Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button too.
So you know what? Let's see what other. I mean, this is dominating the news with Wilder, Fury, and then Spence, Pacquiao. What a great day to send out their press announcement for their press conference. For you folks, if you don't know, probably if you watch and hear, more than likely you're probably a media person. Don't nobody follow me like that for boxing content. I don't even know. You know what? I keep saying I want the 10,000 subscribers, but I don't even know who the 9,000 subscribers are. Like, who are they? I don't know who they are. Like, they like everything, you know?
Are you J-Lo in your subscribers right now?
Maybe.
Mariah Carey to, who was it? J-Lo or who was it? The Mariah Carey? Like, I don't know her.
Oh, I don't know her. I don't know her. I don't know her. That was J-Lo and Mariah Carey. I think it was Mariah Carey who was like, I don't know her.
That's what she's doing. This said, I don't know her.
But I don't know who. I mean, hello audience, and thank you for staying. You don't leave.
Right.
But I mean, make your voice known. Like you're watching my stuff.
Right.
But you know what? It's the weirdest thing. Maybe it's because it's a consistency thing, because I don't post new content every day, or sometimes not even once a week, just because of the nature of my sectionality of media, because it's entertainment and sports. It used to be all sports, and now it's more entertainment and starting towards entertainment, not leaving boxing. So it's kind of hard for me to discern exactly who my audience is, but it keeps growing. But it usually grows when it's somebody got some drama going on, like your girl, Sweetie. Shout out to her.
Shout out to Sweetie.
If you saw his channel, if you don't know, I'm sure you know who Sweetie is. She used to go with Quavo, beautiful girl. We caught up with her recently. We went to her birthday party, and you got to ask her a boxing question.
Yeah, I asked Sweetie. Sweetie's half Filipino. Shout out to you for that piece of info. I didn't know that, but I needed to relate it to boxing somehow. So I was like, "Okay, so you're half Filipino. Who do you? Manny Pacquiao's coming back." Her answer was the best. She's like, "It's Manny Pacquiao all day, baby. I know that's right."
Somebody needs to show that to him.
Right. I want to show him that. Just so
you got to. See, that's why they gotta let us go to the press conference. So I got off track. They're gonna have a press conference on Sunday to formally announce the Spence Pacquiao fight, but I don't think we can go because it's on the Fox lot. And I was told by a sources, #sources, that Fox was handling the media list, and I ain't getting no invitation from Fox to go to the press conference.
Yeah, I'm
so
still waiting on mine. Maybe I don't have internet.
I know, the reception must be bad because I didn't get no email. I didn't get no email inviting me to Sunday's press conference, but I guess you can watch it. It's probably going to be live on Fox.
I'm sure it'll be live.
It's Manny Pacquiao. I remember somebody told me for one of these fights that I can't remember who Pacquiao fought. It was one of the older fights. It wasn't Marquez. Maybe it was Marquez, because it was a fight here in the States. So it wasn't Rio. It wasn't Rios. I can't remember which one it was. But Pacquiao, Pacquiao's notorious for being very generous with his money and taking care of people and philanthropy and all those things that he does. Somebody told me that for one of the fights, he bought people tickets and then gave them some money to gamble too. Like you got a little envelope and it had your tickets to the fight, your hotel accommodation, and some money for the casino. I need to be Filipino. Mabuhay Filipinas. Mabuhay. I want to be Filipino so I can get me a little envelope too.
Yeah, I'll take an envelope.
Hell yeah. I'd be down on them slot machines. Man.
Imagine you win money on the money that Pacquiao gave you.
That's beautiful.
Man.
I wonder what the gambling spread is going to be. So, okay, so we go to Vegas for this fight. Well, I'm not going to Vegas. Unfortunately, I have another commitment, but you are going to go to the fight. Are you going to bet on the fight? Are we supposed to say publicly as many people?
Bet, I think we're out of it, right?
I mean, it's not like we work for the promoter or whatever, and I'm sure they're betting on the fight too.
Right, yeah.
Hypothetically, if you were going to bet.
If I were to bet.
On the fight, like, what do you think the spread is going to be? How do you bet on that fight? Well, you know what? No, don't answer that. I don't want to ruin your stuff because you're going to do your content building up to fight week, so you're betting. People are going to assume your bet is your prediction.
Like yeah.
Yeah, so never mind. But you, who, darling, could you please open the bag? I don't want to say her name. The food's there at the door. It's about to come up to the. So sorry, y'all. If the dog starts barking, it's because the Uber Eats is here. Who's calling me? Are you guys calling me? Hello?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. No problem. My kid's at the door. Thank you. I've never had an Uber Eats person call me. They're supposed to bring it to the door. If he talking about, he said that shit like she's supposed to walk out there and get it. Don't have me atting you on Twitter, Uber Eats. Because I know I have the setting where you just put it on the porch. When the food come up in here, we'll probably talk to y'all a bit longer.
What is it called? A muck?
Your courier tried to contact you after 8 minutes or delivery. No rush. Oh, here he comes. He kind of looks like Hulk Hogan or something. What are you talking about, brother? Well, I'm surprised I said his name because we don't acknowledge him in this house any longer.
We can't.
We don't. Hulk Hogan is big time canceled. What's up? We had a drink, yeah. I ordered you a lemonade. When Hulk Hogan felt the need to call us an N-word and don't want his daughter messing with no N-words, then we had to cancel Hulk Hogan. And that broke my heart because I loved Hulk Hogan when I was little. That really broke my heart. But shit, you know what? All them wrestlers probably finished. All them old school ones anyway. But yeah. Who are the two people rocking with us? Say something in the chat. Interact with us because it's feeling kind of creeper, you know? We don't know who you are. Make yourself known. Or if you don't wish to talk, we will kindly accept your super chats as well.
Ooh.
You know, but those sneakers are hot. But the sons are wearing. Ooh, he broke his ankle. Oh, and he got poked in the eye.
This one keeps getting his nose broken, Booker.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Shut up, Benji. Thank you. What's wrong, dear? Is it looking a little sus? Is your lemonade looking sus? That's what I ordered you. So we're going to turn this stream into a mukbang, and we're going to eat some, go ahead and grab what you're going to grab, Kai. And we're going to sit here, and we're going to eat, and we're going to watch the game, and we're going to talk to you guys, and mukbang, and for the KO is over here editing his content from today at the stadium. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Was it on the field or how did they do it?
It was like kind of on the concourse that you walk out on, and like the field goes down.
This is not a sponsored video, so disregard these logos. This is not a sponsored video. This is not for you. Oh, cool. Stop.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, cool. So sorry, I'm gonna take and eat all these fries. I'm gonna do it with Jeandra. So I don't know who you three people are, but I thank you for watching. The interaction helps my channel though, so it is okay to talk. You know, we're turning this into an ASMR. Well, that was my kid. We're going to turn this into an ASMR video so that I can add that to my content. So if you don't like the chewing, stay, but just mute us. So, since we're doing like a mukbang, I'll probably change the title, actually. I'm going to say it's a mukbang. It is, though. We're talking about fights, and why don't you tell me about, you know, we've talked about our respective journeys, because we've been friends for a while. Tell us about your journey thus far in boxing media and what you've learned and how it started and all that good stuff.
Man, it started out as just a dream, basically. It was just, you know, what do I want to do in life? And luckily I just kind of made it happen. Just, you know, started reaching out to people, started my own YouTube, Instagram, things like that, kind of made a lot of connections, and met family on the way. Man, and now I'm really, really blessed, 70,000, almost 70,000.
Mm-hmm.
And about to be my only job too, so man, it's a blessing. It's traveling now. It's kind of crazy making like travel arrangements and being like, wow, like I'm really doing it. You know?
Well, when you ballin', I'll be your assistant,
Yeah.
and I'll do that part for you.
Man.
Because, you know, that's my forte. I was an assistant for.
Hopefully I'll be hiring soon.
Yeah, you know, I got you. What would you say that you know now? Well, if you could go back and do anything differently from the beginning of your journey that you know now, is there anything you would have done different?
I don't know. It worked out the way I was supposed to. I feel like, no, I don't know. I kind of like the way it went. Like, some of the things I did, like, I interviewed Conor McGregor just kind of like stalking other media members and finding out where it was at. I don't know necessarily if I do that now, just because then it looks a little like, why aren't I just in the event? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. No, not really. I think I love the journey the way it happened. Like, and I'm still on it. Like, I'm very conscious about still being on it. Still, like, I have an open ear to learning,
Mm-hmm.
which I think I've always had throughout this time.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really kind of noticing, like, really pay attention when someone does this. And it's hard to have mentors in this game because a lot of the people that are kind of the forefront of YouTube boxing kind of see it as like they'd rather be the only one.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're the only ones, like, better. And the truth is, there's abundance for everybody. There's enough for everybody. There's more than enough. There's more than enough for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to kind of get mentors in that sense, is because kind of the older generation has that, like, kind of keep it tight to the chest.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, even then, like, I feel that I've listened enough to them. I kind of watch what they do, and I feel that I'm in a great position in the sense of, like, I don't have a lot of beef in media, and, you know, this person doesn't like this. You know, I hear a lot of people have those issues. I don't have those issues.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy about that because I feel that opens more doors than, you know, having beef that could potentially close them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I agree with that. I too don't have any beef with any single person. I don't think I've ever had a beef in boxing, like, not once. The only time I ever felt away was when I scooped a story and someone didn't, you know, like, credit me, but it's not a beef, you know. Different. I would have started being on camera from the rip. And from the rip. And I just, I don't know, I was just too shy, too self-conscious. I didn't feel very confident in what I was saying, so it was better for me to write, and because I started off writing and doing like some photography. It's funny because one of Triple G's earliest media days, I think it was when he fought Martin Murray. No, it was before that. I was I took the photos for him at media day, and now mind you, I'm not a photographer like that. I just have a good ass camera.
For Martin Murray or for who?
I can't remember which. No, for Triple G.
Mm-hmm.
Like they needed some photos taken at this media day. But this is when Triple G was on the come up. This is pre Mexican style. Like this is pre all that. And I took pictures. Exactly. And what was I wasn't even media distribution to was even out there. Shout out to Lim Setterfield from the Ring. Well, he was working for Ring then. Shout out to Lim. Lim's a good guy. He hit me up. He's like, congratulations. I'm like, oh, what? He's like, I saw your name in the press release. You did the photos for Triple G's press. Like, oh, damn. That just shows you I ain't even on the distribution.
Right.
When I was starting out, no, there's some in the kitchen probably in the drawer. Yeah, I didn't even get my own press release.
That's crazy.
That's really crazy.
That's crazy. That's kind of a cool story though,
yeah.
Because now you're getting press that not everyone's getting. You know what I mean?
So that's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Export successful. What was that export? Days and nobody wasn't trying to teach me nothing. Like we were talking about, there is no mentorship, and that's fact because it's so ultra competitive. Ooh, what's this?
No, Mike, why are you coming out?
Oh yeah, I'm on that. There's no mentorship, there's no guidance, and I just feel like that's important, to share things. There's enough to share things. If we show up at the same press conference, so what? We have different opinions, we have different outlooks. I think the problem
different audiences as well. Like some people might like the way you ask questions and not like the way I ask it.
I think that because there's no clear path in boxing media, everyone initially looks to someone else and tries to emulate what they're doing because they think that's the only way.
Wow. Cool.
And it's not until you kind of find once you found your groove, that's when your shit started popping off. And I used to feel the same way, that I had to do it like this and be so straight brow and tell me, like a newscaster, and that's not even my personality at all. But
stifle your energy because you're not being you.
You're not being yourself. And so once I've kind of found that place, like, a shout out to the people, who you are, who told me to just be myself, that's when shit got better. And it got to be more fun. And then when you're secure in your place, you don't even need to beef with nobody.
No.
You truly do not.
You really don't.
You truly do not. I love when there's more variety. Like I look at the YouTubers that are very polarizing to people, but I respect their hustle because all those different types of voices make it work better, whether you agree with them or not. Whether you're Fred from Barbershop Conversations, I get down with that because it's a different point of view. Montero has a different point of view. Very, very polar opposite.
Man, you really went yin and yang with that one, huh?
That's very polar. But I got respect for it because they both love the sport. Even if I don't always agree with either of them. But I love that they both love the sport. And then you've got Raheem, and then you've got Michelle Phelps, and then you've got the Cougans, and you've got the U, and Fight Hype, and Fight Hub, and you need all those. It's no accident that now you're among the more popular, highly watched channels. It's because you know your lane, and that's the key. When you know your lane, your audience grows, because none of you do anything. Fight High, Fight Hug, you felt Coogan, IFL, you all do it differently, and you all still thrive, right?
Yeah.
So the beefing is unnecessary. It all comes from a place of insecurity when folks do beefing.
Yeah. And that's one thing about, I will say about.
Right?
Yeah.
So the beefing is unnecessary. It all comes from a place of insecurity when folks do beefing.
Yeah. And that's one thing about, I will say about doing the same thing. We're all enjoying the shit out of what happens.
Exactly.
We're all like, we're all fans at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like everything turns off and we're all fans.
Mm-hmm. You know, when it gets all murky, it's when folks try to be bigger than the fight itself.
Right.
And the thing is, you know, Al Bernstein is a mentor of mine. And he used to tell me all the time, you are not the story. You're the vessel for the story. And that's the approach. He's like, you know, I know they have these other types of journalism. I won't drop the names that he dropped in our conversation. But you just remember, if you want to be good and you want to have longevity, be true to who you are and don't be bigger than the story. Because if you're dope, obviously Al didn't say if you're dope. But if you're dope.
Maybe the new Al, the Triller Al, maybe.
Okay. Al might pick up some new, learn some new things.
You know what I mean?
But if you're dope,
yeah.
The fighter's going to come to you.
Right.
The fighter's going to come to you. If they know you and they see you, or the Ellie, you know, I didn't mention him also, successful down. He's just mowing Paul down. Should have been a Laker. The homeboy hated the old commissioner, Stern. No, fuck him. Oh, excuse me. Because Paul was supposed to be a Laker and he blocked it. But everything happens the way it's supposed to be. So, yeah, all that to say, you know, I feel like I'm at a crossroads. It's hard for me to get out to boxing and stuff now that it's heating up. I do so much of the other content now that I feel like I'm inevitably being tugged in the other direction. But I have the
entertainment or
a better space, and it makes me sad because I like boxing. I love boxing. I'll never not cover boxing and have love for it, but the sport don't have the same love for me like I have for it. So I gotta chase.
Like a bad relationship.
Yeah, abusive. It's very abusive. So I have to, go where the love is at, where your girl is appreciated. It still ain't appreciated over there either, but far more. Billie Jean, if you don't knock it off, far more appreciated in terms of access and. But there's something about covering sports that's just, it's so satisfying because it's so like real human emotion. It's real human emotion. Look at how they starting shit. That's the
got an issue with Stephen A. or something.
No, with Rachel. Well, so what happened was Rachel Nichols, if you're the redhead, she's like the
NBA Jump Show, and yeah, she's big into it, right?
Right. So. They something happened in the background, and they were going to put this young lady, Maria Taylor, on the finals here, and they had a recording of her. Apparently, she did the Zoom faux pas that a lot of people have been falling victim to.
The hot mic.
The hot mic got her, and the irony was the hot mic recorded her talking to LeBron's advisor
about Marie the chick.
Not about Maria specifically. But just saying, like, how they gonna take me off of the stuff I've been here because they want to have a little diversity.
Oh.
And if they want diversity, they ain't gonna get no support from me over here.
Wow.
I was like, oh shit. And then LeBron's advisor, I can't remember that old boy's name. He was saying something like, "Man, between Me Too and Black Lives Matter, I'm exhausted." And they're Wow. I'm like, ooh, hot mic.
Oh, hello,
hot mic. And they couldn't pull it back because it wasn't either of their personal Zoom, I don't think. I think it was like
they had no control over the distribution of it.
I think it was like the company's Zoom, like ESPN Zoom or something like that. And so
why would ESPN do that to their own people though?
Probably somebody in a company leaked it.
Oh, someone was just like
Rachel must piss somebody off. They're like, ooh, I've been waiting for this day.
You gotta get your assistant Christmas gift. Get your assistant Christmas gift.
Okay, and
say thank you for those copies.
And she did, she did a little apology on the air, saying that, she supports women, and yeah, I get all that, but yeah. Okay. So here we are. It is a problem. Their staff, period. Hugely, they have a huge problem. Where the Latinos at? Maybe the Latinos.
We're all on the deporte stuff.
Yeah,
we're on the deporte
why Latinos only got to be on that?
Yeah,
like,
why
golpe. What's it called? Golpe?
Golpe, yeah.
Yeah, like why? Well, Bernardo. You got Bernardo, and Bernardo is amazing. I love Bernardo Luna. We're very cool. But it don't have to be just him.
Right. Like the token Bernardo.
Yeah. Well, Claudia's over at the Zone now, but she's on the Zone. Yeah.
She's the Zone.
Yeah, she's the Zone, but like, you mean to tell me there are no Latinas who want to talk about boxing? I know they're out there.
Is that girl that's on Stephen A. Smith and Max's show, is she Latina?
I don't know, was she? I thought she was white. I don't know. I have to look and see. Like the moderator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember her name because Stephen A. is nuts, and so I don't watch their show. I usually just read because his voice just grates into my soul, and I can't do it. So I just watch what people say, like when he pisses people off, and the quotes make it to Twitter. But yeah, but why do people have to be relegated to a certain lane? You know what I'm saying? And again, going back to there's enough for everyone. But I don't know. Maybe it's kind of naive because we don't work in that corporate culture. They probably make them feel like they can only be one, but
I don't know. Yeah.
It's who's pulling the strings at the top. That's the problem.
Yeah.
What's that guy look like? Because we know it's a man. So what do you? Let me look into the camera. What do you guys think the person at the top looks like? So there's always that. But they got it worked out. They took Rachel guys completely off.
She doesn't have the NBA show anymore?
Well, for the finals, like they were trying to,
off anyway.
Because I think Maria was they were trying to do something like, they're going to leave Maria like where they placed her to lead, or whatever place, the coveted place she's at,
right,
and try to maybe make Rachel the sideline reporter, and that didn't go the way they wanted it to go, so Rachel's off of the joint altogether, Wow. It was just a mess. Another PR nightmare for ESPN. ESPN just can't handle black women, apparently. Every time there's black women involved, Jamil Hill,
that's right.
She had her issues with them, and she left. And then Carrie Champion also has.
That's right. She left too. Jamil Hill now, right?
Yeah, they do a show on Vice or one of those other cable channels.
Yeah.
And then, see, I would turn the TV up, but I don't want to get a copyright strike. And then I've been hearing that Wojnowski, or however you pronounce his name, the guy who breaks all the NBA stories, there's black male staffers that are saying that, like, he squashed their voices there because they don't want anyone else. He doesn't want anyone else to be breaking stories.
Be the insider dude.
But they were always like, how come you don't see Woj breaking any LeBron stories or certain players, because they don't talk to him. So it's okay to have more than one. Woj has the
abundance.
Yeah, it's like if we can liken it to boxing, it's like Coppinger, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like to talk to Coppinger, but a lot of people like to talk to Lance and Dan and other people. And those guys, they get along.
Yeah.
They do shows together.
Yeah.
But I guess Woj was like, no. It's just me. It's just me and nobody else. But I don't know. Maybe because we have our little pool here in boxing, and because it's smaller and everyone's so much closer, it's kind of hard to be that way. Boxing's small. We all know each other, whether you're at the corporate level or the blogger, YouTuber level, or whatever your level is. We all know each other. If you go to the fight, if you get a credential, we all know each other.
Yeah. Sure.
even way closer, even more so than the New Yorkers and
Yeah,
the other places. Like I feel like the most boxing media people are concentrated here.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, because
Hmm.
you even see us going. Like I don't see a whole lot of like New York people coming here for fights as I see us going over there
For
and
sure.
stuff like that.
You can have a YouTube channel, be from California and thrive, but I don't think you would have the same thriving in another state.
Right.
Because who hosts the media? I mean, unless it's a fight week, who does media day in New York? Or who does media day in Illinois or Chicago? Big cities, but who's maybe Philadelphia, even Philadelphia, which is like the Bible Belt of boxing.
Yeah.
But when they do a press conference or whatever, where it's at, it's out here or it's in Vegas.
Yeah.
So I appreciate y'all hanging in here, but I still want to know who's watching. I don't know. Maybe it's Omega Red.
Oh, we did get a high in the beginning.
Yeah. Hi, Omega Red, if you're still here. Hi, H Money, if you're still here. Hi, Abe, if you're still here. Hi, Bob, if you're still here. Whoever you are, I appreciate your 4 thumbs up because, hey, them 4 was more than I had.
Yeah, more than you had before the video started.
Exactly. And it helps the engagement of the channel and keeping you guys being on here. Oh, and as I say that, someone saw. Ain't no love in the heart of the city. Ain't no love in the heart. Let me make sure. It's probably just myself. Let me see who this is. Oh no, that's Uber. YouTube. Let me turn the volume down. Let's see if it makes it 2 when I click on. Yeah, it's probably just me because when I clicked on it didn't do nothing. So we're watching ourselves. That's awesome. Well, I'm vain, so that works for me.
You're so vain.
I bet you think this song is about you,
don't you?
I'm gonna go on here. Let me go to YouTube because I'm not logged in over here. Oh no, it says 2 people are watching now. Maybe someone came back.
Hey,
Am
welcome back.
Am I logged in here? Oh no, I'm not. So I liked it. Is this myself? I don't know who it is. I don't know. But oh hey, I just liked it.
Oh, there you go.
So maybe I wasn't watching myself. Talk to the people. I'm gonna go give the dog some food. Or don't.
I'm gonna look at it myself. Okay. So this way, all right, guys, I'm working on a video of trainers talking about because it's a hot topic right now. Wilder versus Fury 3. Reaction.
I bet you think the song is about you. Yay, we got 5 thumbs up. A whole 5. What's the score? Oh, it's halftime. Who's winning? Is this game 1? What game is it?
This is game 2.
Oh, okay.
No.
Did the Suns win the first game?
They did, I believe.
Okay. I do a Sunday night show on a platform called The Illuminati. And the Sunday night show is pro wrestling. And I'm kind of like the moderator, kind of like the chick on the Stephen A.
Right.
The moderator. And my 2 co-hosts, 2 white guys, they are hilarious. One is a very, like an encyclopedia type of fan of wrestling, like a super duper kind of
old school stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's all he watched. All those other platforms where it's just wrestling. It's not so much about the storyline. It's more so about the action.
Yeah.
And then exactly.
Right.
And then homeboy Nate, my boy Nate, who is a rapper, he rapped our opening, our theme song.
No.
It's pretty dope. I'll play it for you when we're done. And he is also a hardcore fan, but he's more the comic relief, I guess you could say. Like he's got depth of knowledge, but he's really, really funny. And he usually smokes copious amounts of marijuana during the show, and it's pretty hilarious. But
during the show, huh?
oh yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Like he does the full bong and everything on the show.
Oh.
And
the show's on YouTube or what is it on?
It's on YouTube.
Oh. Okay.
On the Illuminati's channel. Well, they have we sponsors.
Really?
Yeah.
No samples or nothing?
They go to our owner.
Oh.
So they don't make it very far.
Right.
So I say that to say the one guy who is like the encyclopedia, he's a big time Bucks fan. I've never met a Bucks fan in my life. I was like, really? But then, we live in California,
right,
so if you live in California, you're when it comes to professional sports, if you live in California, even if you're a transplant, you're a Laker fan, Clipper fan, a UCLA fan, a Cowboys fan. Lots of Cowboys fans here. Lots of Saints fans here, lots of Raider fans here. And that's about it.
Oh, it's the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, I want them trying to do press for that. I hope they want to be a commercial for HBO Max.
Is what?
Screen that from Harley Quinn. But yeah, he's a Bucks fan, and then his feelings are hurt because the Clippers got eliminated, and then my guy who's a Bucks fan is very excited, and he's like, oh, we'll see what kind of mood I'm in. My friend, one of my colleagues, Tanja, she's so funny. She works for this publication called The Roof. She loves this meme of Jason Derulo falling down the stairs. Have you ever seen this? So they have this big thing that thing they do in New York, the Met Gala, where all the rich people get super dressed up. Right. Well, he went to one of those Met Galas and he fell down the stairs. Epic picture. I mean, like full ass tumble, like not a little slide, like a full tumble.
Oh, sure.
And she uses that meme to death, and it is so
I want to see it.
funny. Let me find that Jason Derulo.
Speaking of, I almost ate shit at the press conference today.
Oh no, what happened?
I was staying with Steph the Eagles, sitting in the row behind me, and like it was a foldable chair, and they weren't like hooked up how they normally are. They're all linked together always and like sturdy. This shit was loose. And I happened to hit the sweet spot where like it fell in. So I go to like say what's up to him and I'm like, oh shit.
Egus was probably like, I will kill you.
Egus tried to help me. Shout out to Egus. Appreciate that, Egus.
He probably said, I will kill you.
Oh, wow. Is there video of that?
I'm going to see. For those of you who are wondering what we're laughing at, this is what we're laughing at, Jason Derulo. Let me get it without the angle. Man, he was given a full scorpion. Oh, is this the video? Yeah, I'm going to try to find it, but yeah, Jason Derulo. He fell his ass down. Let's see if we can find it. Sorry, y'all, I'm going to mute it for a second because I don't want to go. Put it back on. Do you know how much I would have loved my life if I was a camera person on that carpet running video, like B-roll, and Jason Derulo tumbled his ass head over heels down them stairs? Do you know just the joy of my heart? I would have left that event and went to my car immediately and put that on YouTube. I'm talking immediately. Me and my employer would just have to have, because chances are if they're a camera person at that kind of thing, they're a contractor anyway. And I'd be like, oh, I didn't know y'all wanted that footage.
Oh, that's right. That was something hot. You guys need that.
Oh, you wanted that part? I thought you just wanted the B-roll. I would. You know what? I would flat out lie. I would give them all the other footage, and I would be like, oh, my bad, I wasn't running.
So somebody else gave me that.
Yeah, I wasn't running when he fell. So, but here's all the other stuff.
Here's everything else.
Sometimes that's all you need is that one video.
That is true.
Man, it's certain videos that I just, oh God, I wish I would have been there that day. I wish I would have been ringside capturing the crowd when Marquez knocked out Pacquiao. Could you imagine what that sounded like? I remember watching it at home because I tried to get a credit. I was very pretty green, and I didn't have enough, to get a credential to that fight, Pacquiao and Marquez.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
You were
remember
already
being,
in the game by then?
yeah, I was in the game, but like
Oh.
still pretty new.
Right, like
And
me in the Velasco Theater days, like that. Yeah,
the Velasco. I'll tell you a story about that too. But yeah, I was sitting on my bed watching the fight on the computer screen, and he knocked him out. I just remember I was screaming in my room. I could not believe that is the most. I don't understand why that moment doesn't make like those most iconic moments in sports kind of list. And the funny part about that is it's always Pacquiao got knocked out, not Marquez knocked him out. Like when you see the imagery, it's more about Manny getting knocked out than Marquez putting the beats on him.
Yeah, true.
But when I think about that fight, I remember that picture of Marquez, with them big ass veins coming out of his arm. I remember I posted that photo on my now defunct my website, Bad Culture. On the Bad Culture website, and that was probably one of my highest, most viewed things ever. Like really? It went crazy for
his arm was like that.
It was,
huh?
Yeah. Let me find it. Marquez arm muscles. That's when they were trying to say he was juicing.
I remember his back had some pretty bad acne.
I remember that was like what I think it was like on 24/7 when he was doing like yoga and stuff like that. Juan Manuel Marquez. I gotta find that picture. That was a crazy ass picture of Marquez's arm. I'll keep looking, y'all. I'm gonna find that picture. I'm sure some of you remember it though. Juan Manuel Marquez hitting the speed bag. Maybe that'll make it come up. But yeah, I just remember that image of his arm with them big ass veins. I think he was like in Mexico. I think he was like doing doing a public workout, and he looked like the Hulk. He was looking like Bruce Banner. His arm was looking like it was looking crazy. I'm gonna find that picture. Maybe if I put arm and veins. God, I wish I could find that picture. If I don't find it tonight, I'm gonna find it one day and I'm gonna text it to you because he was just looking crazy. Man, I need to find that picture. Maybe I'll ask on Twitter if anybody has that picture. But you know what? Maybe if I do Juan Manuel Marquez Bad Culture, maybe it'll come up like that. Because even though that portion of the site is down, it could still maybe come up. This is not the picture, but look at his. The funny part about it, they can't even count on beats. At least get your beat together. This is not the picture, but like look at his arm and back. And this ain't even the picture. He was like coming up with he was just looking like Bruce Banner. It was looking crazy. Maybe if I type in Juan Manuel Marquez.
It might come up.
It might come up then. Damn, I wish I could find that picture. Marquez's body's looking beastly. But yeah, I enjoyed that 24/7 was good.
That 24, I missed that show.
I watched the Tank one recently, the epilogue.
I haven't seen the epilogue. How was the epilogue?
It was really good. Like Tank is growing on me. Hey, don't be screenshotting this like I don't like Tank or whatever. But I mean, in terms of him as a person is starting to become even more interesting to me. In addition to what he does in the ring, because man, I ain't even gonna explain myself because Folks would just go run with it, whatever. But Tank is cool. Tank always been respectful. You know what? I'm gonna just change the subject because I just thought of something else, and I'm just gonna change the topic altogether. But I liked his performance in this last fight. Is this the picture? No. But it's a picture like this, but it's not this picture. It's from when you see this part of his arm, he was just looking freaking jacked. Super duper jacked. Speaking of that term that I said when the mic was off, I wonder what Carlos Quadras is. You know, it's about time for them to put together another one of those kind of Superfly kind of cards together, and he's definitely a picture.
Numbers get called when those
oh yeah, and he's gonna be all smiles and ready to fight, baby.
I love Carlos Quadras.
He's very entertaining.
Yeah, he is. He's one of those fighters that when he's in the room, you know it just by the sound, the reaction of everybody. Or he's saying something, or someone's saying something to him, and it's and you're like, oh yeah, Carlos here.
Yep. Here and ready. Here it is. I found it.
Oh wow!
I remember I posted that for y'all who are still hanging. There's only one person here, and the one person is me. But I'm gonna screenshot it so I can save it just in case. I remember I saw that. I was like, what the fuck?
Wow, that's gnarly.
That looks crazy. Billie Jean.
There's one more food, Billie Jean.
He better go take it to the back. I just put food in his bowl. But yeah, I remember I put that up and that went crazy.
Somebody?
Well, we're at the 110 mark. I don't think nobody's coming.
Right.
Well,
Thank you guys for watching.
Thanks everybody who did watch. You know, maybe I'll do one again in like 6 months.
There you go.
All right, cool.
Not 6 months, more than that.
Yeah, I can't even remember the last live stream I did. All right, y'all, bye.